Hello, welcome to another West Ham Confidential on Revelator Alf. Well, it's been a bit of an inglorious start to the season after we travelled all the way up to Anfield to get stuffed 4-0 by Liverpool. Yes, it wasn't pretty, was it? And it just showed the gulf between the two teams. Yeah, Liverpool are a well-oiled machine, great attacking presence and strong all over the pitch really, whereas West Ham we're still finding our feet really, and lots of frailties in defence. Of course, we saw that left back position. Masuaku had a bit of a mare of a game, but also going forward, we had some decent periods. We had some nice interchange of play, some neat passing at times, but still that final ball into the final third, and Arnautovic wasn't really having a great day. He wasn't really serviced that well either. He had a couple of through balls which he could have possibly done better, but I'm one of those fans that I'm incredibly disappointed by the result, as we all are. But I wasn't at least surprised by it. I thought it was always going to be a tough day at the office up there, and they basically taught us a lesson in how to play football. However, all is not lost. Let's face it, we've had a really good transfer window. The players, or the bulk of the players that we've bought, are quality players. We just need time for them to bed in, and that's the problem. And also to develop those understandings, and also, improve the defence, improve the holding midfield to protect the defence, and possibly even Pellegrini for it to learn as well. He's been out of the Premier League for a season or two. It's moved on. Man City and Liverpool have moved on with the way they're playing, and we need to sort of step up to that level a little bit. Now, that being said, you would wager that most teams that go to Anfield this season are going to get a bit of a thumping anyway. So I don't think we're going to stand alone there. But looking forward to this coming Saturday at the London Stadium. Yeah, we host Bournemouth. Yeah, we'll be there, or I'll be there. Spurring on the lads and all that. So what can we expect? Well, possibly some personnel changes. Really depends on fitness tests, whether Creswell will come back to fit into the left back role. Will Pellegrini stick with a flat back four? Will he favour Zabaleta instead of Fredericks? Will change the shape of the midfield? I've actually been calling for, contrary to popular opinion, possibly, I've been calling for Arnautovic to be taken out of the striker's role and possibly bring him back into midfield or on the right-hand side of midfield. And the reason I say this is that last season, most of the success he had, certainly after Moyes came in, most of the success he had was when he created opportunities himself. He either came in off the right-hand side or he came in from deep, beat a couple of players and went on to score goals. I think the problem is with Arnautovic, it's not his issue, it's the service to him that we're not getting to him. The same can be said of Hernandez. If he's up there by himself, we're not going to do him justice. So we need to be more creative in midfield. We need to have players in midfield that can make things happen. There was a lot of endeavour on the field against Liverpool, I thought, from certain players. Antonio was running around like a bit of a headless chicken, but there was effort there, but it was kind of misguided. He didn't really know which way he wanted to go. Yarmolenko came on. I thought he had some great touches. I wish that Arnautovic and Yarmolenko were on the same pitch together. Maybe there could have been a bit more dynamic action in the final third there. Rearrange the defence, possibly play a little bit deeper, look at the midfield, be more creative. Whether we even go back to a 4-4-2, play 4 in the midfield, 2 up front, maybe have Arnautovic in the number 10 role, Hernandez up front, or maybe just swap everything around, have Wilshere in the middle alongside Anderson, Yarmolenko on the right hand side, Masuaku on the left, and then Arnautovic and Hernandez up front. Now, does that mean that we sacrifice a holding midfielder? Possibly. Does it mean that we sacrifice Noble? you know, in that kind of midfield role, whether we need to bring him back into holding midfield role anyway. Do we introduce Carlos Sanchez, you know, in this game? Obviously, there's lots of speculation. There's lots but one of the things that we've got to now look at is who are we actually matching ourselves up against? Are we going to be matching ourselves up against Liverpool? At this stage, no. Is it going to be against Man United, Man City, Spurs, you know, Arsenal, whatever, you know, all those, the Chelsea, the big teams, or the top 6 teams, you know, I hate saying the big teams. Right now, no. You know, we can certainly, with endeavour and performance and backs against the wall, we can give them a good game and hopefully nick a result every now and again. But we're certainly not that level. With the level what we're at the Bournemouth level right now. I think our squad is a lot better than theirs. However, they've just come off a 2-0 win over the weekend. They're going to feel buoyant about that. We've come off a bit of a defeat. So, you know, the crowd are going to be expectant. We want to kickstart this season. So hopefully we can go out with more of an attacking option, attacking options in midfield, and, you know, that delivery into the final third. But we've got to be patient as a fan group as well. You know, these things take time. I would say, you know, it's going to take at least 10 games for us to actually start seeing some, you know, decent quality football on a regular basis. Good performances. But, you know, we've got to see the effort there, which I'm sure will come. And, you know, we just got to see things starting to click into place. And I think Pellegrini needs to look at his squad, look at the players that he has available, and then look at the formation, the tactics, you know, for each individual game. I think possibly playing such a high line from defence against Liverpool was a mistake. With a better defence, it probably would have been better. It would have squeezed everything up into midfield a little bit. However, with our defence, that's still a bit naive, still a bit green, that it probably needed to play a little bit deeper, probably pack out the defence a little bit more, a couple of holding midfielders, and play maybe one up front, maybe Hernandez up front, and Arnautovic in midfield, you know, to hopefully, you know, create some kind of counter-attacking option. But we have the players now, we have strength in depth. We just need to get them all playing, you know, to the optimum level, get the team working together as a coordinated unit, look at that defensive line and how it coordinates with midfield and then on to attack. You know, these are all the things that we want as West Ham fans, aren't they? You know, we want, you know, our football to be great. We want, you know, good passing and good fast attacking football, but we don't want to be mugs at the back either. You know, we don't want to be left exposed and just open to, you know, goals. And let's face it, the goals that we gave away on Saturday, they were weak goals. Certainly the first two. The third goal by Mane was a bit of a spin shot, opportunist goal, I suppose. And the fourth goal, well, again, you know, we just didn't run with the, didn't mark, you know, the back post really. So Sturridge came in and just, well, a knee in, tap in, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, we've got to look at that. We've got to look at how we're setting up, which personnel we have, which players we have in the defence and in the midfield. And just, you know, hopefully we can come out with a positive result. So looking, hopefully Cresswell will be back. I'm not sure. I haven't got any inside information if that's what you're after. Wish I did, but, you know, hopefully Cresswell will be back. Maybe look at Balbuena Ogbonna partnership. Look at Frederick's Zabaleta option. Look at the midfield, whether we have Wilshere Anderson as a centre partnership, and then Yarmolenko Masuaku on the left and right respectively, and then Arnautovic in a slightly deeper role, and then Hernandez up top on himself. We've also got those other players, you know, like the Snodgrass and so on and so forth, Antonio, whatever, who we can have on the bench, and then we can bring them on, you know, whatever. One good thing about Pellegrini, he wasn't shy about making the changes at half-time, swapping out Rice because it wasn't really working. He was having a decent game, but tactically it wasn't really working. Okay, bringing on Snodgrass. You know, so, but by that point we're chasing the game anyway. 2-0 down, you know, it's a tough ask. So we need to change something. That's a positive thing. Pellegrini, he can identify something's not working, we're going to change it up. maybe he'll change it again. Bournemouth are one of my tips to struggle this season, and many people would ask, well, we might be in the same boat. Well, hopefully not. I think we've got a much better squad, but the advantages they have over us is that they're more of a unit right now than we are. But give us 4 or 5 games, I think we'll come good. Anyway, I'm hoping for a positive result this week. I'm not sure what you guys feel, but I certainly think that we come out with a win. I think we will concede in this game. I think we're still going to struggle with creating opportunities in the final third, but I'll go for a 2-1 win for us. I don't know, scorers, Wilshere and Hernandez, I'll go for. But, you know, it's anybody's guess right now. Anyway, might see you there, may not. Anyway, hopefully we'll all be cheering on Saturday afternoon, and you know, we'll bit of restored faith in the boys. So all there's left to say is up the hammers.